I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
Alright, welcome to Oblivion. My name is Inner City and we're just gonna jump right in here. Let me choose my character and get all that figured out. Oops, I wanna go the other way, I think. Yeah, High Elf. Okay, so I've played a little bit of this. Not very much. And I've decided that I like this way better than Skyrim, actually. I really enjoy everything about it. Which is, I mean, eventually I think I'm going to be doing Skyrim, but for right now, we're doing Oblivion. And Oblivion is what we are doing. So, yeah, there we go. I would like to be a high elf. I'm typically more of a magic caster than I am a real big fighter. Oops. Oh no, how do I drop it? I want to drop. Oh well.
Where's that famous high elf poise and bearing? You know, my time's almost up.
I've only played a little bit of this. And I mean I set myself up as an mage at first. And like I said, I've really enjoyed playing this. I think it offers more than Skyrim does, if that makes sense. There seems to be more to the story, and there's less predictability. You know, in Skyrim there always seemed to be that dungeon kind of theme, but
my job right now is to get you.
I'll shut up so we can get to the story.
What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
Fine.
Prisoner, stand aside. Over by the window. Stay out of the way and you won't get hurt. No sign of stay put, prisoner.
Good. Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You? I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
So this is the one thing about Skyrim, or about Oblivion rather, that I'm not a huge fan of, in that it we zoom in on faces, which on the one hand is a little bit more, I think, realistic, like when you're talking to somebody face to face like that. But I also think that it gets a little bit, takes a little bit of getting used to. So what is going on, Emperor Uriel Septim?
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
What a coincidence. Who are you?
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
Okay, why am I in jail?
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
Hopefully not. What should I do?
You will find your own path. Take care. There will be blood and death before the end.
Please, sire, we must keep moving.
What a coincidence that there was a door there.
No way to open it from the other side.
Looks like this is
Yay, I can follow them.
Just stay out of our way.
In all likelihood, I'm not going to put the whole tutorial out. I'll probably just do the story and maybe highlights if there's any as I'm making my way around here.
Stand aside, prisoner.
But in the whole scheme of things, this should only be about 30 minutes or so.
The Emperor.
The captain's down.
Hey, my hand-to-hand skill increased. And I'm going to grab his katana and short sword. And I'll grab that. Now let's get that skull out of my inventory. This is sort of the inventory screen. This is your overall inventory here. Your weapons, armor, and apparel. Alchemy, which we'll get into, if not this video, the next video. And then your miscellaneous stuff. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna use the katana here when I get out of this screen.
Are you all right, sire? We're clear for now.
Captain Leno?
She's dead. Sorry, sire, but we have to keep moving.
We do. And we have to protect you.
Don't know, but it's too late to go back now. Don't worry, sire. We will get you out of here. They won't be the first to underestimate the blades. I'll take point. Let's move. You stay here, prisoner. Don't try to follow us.
Alright, sorry about that. That was my dog, if you could hear it clicking around in the background. But let's continue here. So, the captain is dead, the emperor and his companions have now moved on, and now I'm left here to sort of fend for myself. So, I'm going to go through here. Real quick, I'm going to change my spell, so I have flare. Oops, that was a bad shot. That was a bad shot. Man, I'm terrible. Alright, and because I want to get into alchemy here, I'm going to take some rat meat. And going to continue here. Search the skeleton for some arrows, of course. Let's take some of that. Some lockpicks. Let's equip that. Grab the bow. Yeah, I have both bow and arrow. Oh, I have to equip them. Okay, yeah, duh. Of course. Let's grab my arrow. And, I know I'm taking a lot of damage. So, if you see here, if you follow relatively closely, I am not going to be regaining very much health. Down in the bottom left, health is the red bar. And one thing that's different about Skyrim to Oblivion is that like I said, your health doesn't regenerate naturally. So when you get into fights, and there's going to be a big fight coming up here. Oh, it's right there. Okay. What? I hit it. When you get into fights, you can't run in with low health, because then you're kind of screwed. And you have to be very mindful of that as you're going into fights and going into battle. Let's take out do they call it a zombie? Yeah, they do call it a zombie. Take the flesh. So my plans for this series here, this is actually my first series on YouTube, and this is my first episode on YouTube, which will be interesting. It'll be an adventure for me. But my hope for this series is, once I finish sort of what I want to play out of this, I would like to put a couple mods or mod packs. I have a couple in mind, and any input is welcome. If you want to see a mod or mod pack played for Oblivion, then please suggest it in the comments. But I have a couple things that I know I would like to play, but that I wanted to get through this first, through the vanilla gameplay first. See, I'm actually having to heal myself here. The other thing that's a little bit different is that each level up is a big deal in Oblivion. In Skyrim, if you play 20 minutes, you're gonna get to level 3 or 4. But in Oblivion, you can't necessarily hit 3 or 4 in an hour even. It took me at least 2 hours to get to the point where I actually leveled up and got to level up my skills. But when you level up your skills, you get to level up multiple skills and multiple major, I think they call them major skills or major abilities. I don't know. I'll take you through it here. This is sort of the new or the old lock picking. Oh man, it's much harder than Skyrim. Much harder than Skyrim. As you can see, this is just kicking my butt, and it's only an average lock. Oh. Alright. I'm not gonna waste all my lockpicks on that. But I will grab this chest. Also different from Skyrim to Oblivion here is your weapon health. Or not weapon health, but you see the heart. I was going to say arrow. But the heart over on the right hand side here, it says 98 for the katana. That's how fit your blade is, I suppose. The lower that number, the lower your blade's number is, the less damage it does. And the same thing goes for like armor, where if you have a lower heart for your armor, then it doesn't protect you from as much damage. Now, let's see here. I always get right here. Let's say I always get mixed up in this part. But I have the captain's katana in one hand. I got my spells in the other. Taking damage like it's nobody's business. And we have some goblins up here that need to be taken care of. Grab some of this. Normally on all of this, every single head, or most of the heads of these, are a completely separate plant that you can actually get more stuff from. So, like for example, there's this one here. Oh, those two aren't doing it either. This should do it. So you have 1, 2, and 3 out of just that little thing there. And sometimes you get something and sometimes you don't. It all just kind of depends. But I find that, like I said, it's a little bit more enjoyable for me to play like that, where sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. And you know, I'm not. Yeah, I'm already sneaking. Yes, I understand. I'm not a player that has to win at all costs. And that, I hate people like that. I mean, there's people that just, that's something that really bugs me. But obviously I'd like to have some amount of success in whatever I do here. And bam. So we're almost done with the tutorial here, with the boring part of the tutorial. Here we go. Here's the novice mortar and pestle. I'll talk more about that, like I said, if not this video, the next video. And because it's different. Alchemy is different than in Skyrim. alchemy is actually very different than in Skyrim. Okay. Do that and that. From what I've played so far in Oblivion, it also, gold is also a very scarce resource. So, trying to collect things that are high gold, or high septum, sorry, is a big deal. And I can do, I can do that. Am I gonna kill the both of them? No, I'm not. But I am gonna kill him. Okay, cool. As a mage, I want my destruction magic to be high. I also want to be more of an illusion mage as well. You can also craft spells in this. How much is that? You can also craft spells in this. They're so expensive though. Oh man. And you have to get to I think they call it the Mage's College? I think? I'm not sure. It's in the Imperial City. And definitely something we're going to be probably working up to here. But that's going to take a while. That takes easily 4 or 5 hours of gameplay. Oh, 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 we also need to decide what our class is going to be here. Pretty quick, not right this second. I'm thinking about going Battle Mage, but I'm not sure. Where's the Shaman? I mostly just want his staff. He should be dead, yeah. Okay, cool. Again, I need to heal up. Did I just... No? Not sure what I just pressed. My magic will regenerate, but... And my endurance will regenerate, but my health will not. So it is very important to... Is that the staff? It is, I think, right? Yeah. It's very important to keep your health up because you can end up healing yourself. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get up. And we're gonna get a chest here. Yep, here we go. Oh, repair hammers. That's big. When talking about... Yeah, here you go. Your damaged weapons and armor. That's the heart thing. I forgot the name of it. What exactly it's called. This. Here, the endurance of your blade. I don't know. I can't remember what or how to describe it. Basically, and I wouldn't do this normally, but you come over here to your repair hammer and left click on it, then you click on whatever blade it was, and then now if you go back to the katana, we're at 100. Just a way to keep your weapons and armor lasting longer. because that's very important, especially if you're going to be a warrior. I probably will not, but still is important, and still is important to know. So now we're going to meet.
Spy and protect the Emperor until help arrives. Help? What makes you think help will get here before more of those bastards? We need to get the Emperor out of here. Damn it! It's that prisoner again.
We're back with the
He
Emperor.
might be working with the assassins.
No, he is not one of them. He can help us. He must help us.
Look, there's their little
They
crown on your
cannot
head.
understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain?
I don't know if you
Listen.
can.
You know the Nine.
No.
How they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
I'm not on good terms with the
I've
gods.
served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder, which sign marked your birth?
I think it's pretty easy here. I'm going to go with the mage. Everything else I've seen doesn't really suit what I want it to do. So, I'm going to stick with the mage. Give me some extra magic.
Signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
What about me?
Your stars are not mine. Today the mage shall light your way on the paths of glory.
Aren't you afraid to die?
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall.
Can you see my fate?
My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Where are we going?
I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
All right.
You may as well make yourself useful. Here, carry this torch and stick close.
All right. So for now, I'm going to end the episode here. We'll get into some more gameplay next episode. Finish up the tutorial, get going on our adventure. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you disliked the video, please leave a dislike. Comment, subscribe, favorite. It all helps. It all gives feedback. It's all good. So, for now, my name is Inner City, and have a nice night. Have a nice day. Wherever you are in the world, have a good one. See you next episode. Bye-bye.